Seniors, listen up. Every bite you take, every habit you follow, and every food you think is healthy could be silently impacting your heart. What if I told you that some of the vegetables you eat daily, yes, vegetables could actually be slowing down your heart, pushing it towards danger? The hidden dangers in your healthy plate. A cardiologist's urgent warning as a heart doctor. I've witnessed this unsettling scenario far too often. Seniors walk into my clinic genuinely believing they're doing everything right. Eating greens, cutting sugar, avoiding fried foods. Yet they remain unaware that certain vegetables, when consumed incorrectly or combined with specific medications, can quietly, insidiously push their hearts toward failure. Some can dangerously raise your blood pressure. Others can interfere with life-saving medications, and some even carry bacteria that, at your age, your body may no longer be strong enough to fight. In this video, I'm making an earnest plea to all seniors, please stop eating these 5 vegetables, or at the very least, drastically change how you prepare them. I'll walk you through each one, clearly explain why it poses a risk, and then show you heart-friendly, safe alternatives. The good news: these risks are entirely avoidable. You just need to be informed about what to look for and what to steer clear of. So, please, stay with me, because the very first vegetable on this critical list might be chilling in your fridge right now. Before we dive in, you haven't subscribed yet, I urge you to hit that button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another vital health tip crafted specifically for you. If you find this video helpful, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to help me understand how I can create better content for your well-being. 1. Spinach, when your heart medicine loses its power. Spinach. It's the leafy green universally praised as a superfood, and for many people, it truly is a nutritional powerhouse. But what if I told you that for seniors over 60, especially those on heart medications, spinach can silently transform into a serious health hazard? As a heart surgeon, I've seen countless patients who were meticulously eating healthy, only to discover that their seemingly clean diet was actively interfering with life-saving treatment. The culprit? Spinach is absolutely loaded with vitamin K, a nutrient crucial for blood clotting. Here's where the danger lies. For those taking blood thinners like warfarin, lonely prescribed after a heart attack, stroke, or for conditions like atrial fibrillation, too much vitamin K can effectively undo the very protection that medication provides. It thickens the blood, counteracting the drug's intended effects. The worst part: most seniors have no idea this dangerous interaction is even happening. You feel fine. You believe your medication is diligently working, but quietly in the background, your body is losing its crucial defense against a deadly blood clot. I've personally treated patients who suffered strokes or dangerous clots, all because they innocently started adding spinach smoothies or large, daily salads to their meals without realizing the profound impact. Spinach isn't inherently the enemy, but inconsistency is. If you choose to eat it, do so in moderation and, most importantly, with consistency. And always inform your doctor about any significant dietary changes you make. What you eat can either strengthen your medicine or tragically sabotage it. The hard truth is, not every vegetable is heart healthy for every senior. And some can cause more damage than a plate of fries if you're not paying close attention. So, if spinach can quietly overpower a prescription, what other seemingly harmless vegetables might be stirring up hidden dangers in your bloodstream? Let's move on to the next one, a common favorite lurking in your fridge right now, yet often packed with more salt than a bag of chips. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment 1 below to let me know you're with me. 2. Pickled cucumbers, the salty trap that's tightening around your heartier, crisp, tangy, and often the perfect sidekick to a sandwich. Pickled cucumbers, or just pickles, they feel utterly harmless, even refreshing. But for seniors over 60, particularly those with a history of high blood pressure or heart issues. This innocent snack may be doing far more damage than you realize. Most people don't think twice about a few slices of pickle. But the truth is, those tiny green bites are swimming in brine. It's absolutely packed with sodium, sometimes more than 1,000 milligrams per serving. That's 2/3 of the daily salt limit recommended for older adults in just a handful of pickles. Sodium isn't just a flavor enhancer. It's a chemical that causes your body to retain water in your bloodstream, which directly increases your blood volume. This, in turn, puts enormous, relentless pressure on your heart and blood vessels. Over time, this sustained pressure inevitably leads to hypertension, arterial stiffness, and, ultimately, heart failure. I've had patients come into my clinic baffled by why their blood pressure remains stubbornly high despite their best efforts. They had diligently cut out fried food, exercised regularly, even stopped drinking alcohol. But they never once suspected that the small pile of pickles on their plate could be slowly sabotaging their progress. The truly scary part, salt damage, doesn't announce itself with blaring sirens. There are no immediate warning signs until you experience a stroke, crushing chest pain, or the frightening diagnosis of congestive heart failure. If you're over 60, your kidneys simply can't filter salt as efficiently as they once could. And your arteries are far more vulnerable. Pickles, canned vegetables, and even many seemingly healthy soups can carry hidden salt loads that quietly undo all your hard work. Cooking at home, diligently reading food labels, and flavoring your meals with herbs, spices, or lemon instead of excessive salt can protect your heart more than you know. But salt isn't the only hidden threat lurking in your kitchen. There's another vegetable that appears completely innocent until you realize it's actually igniting inflammation and silently raising your blood pressure with every bite. Let's talk about that next. 3. Red chili peppers, the fiery ingredient fueling your heart's downfall for many seniors. Food is far more than just nourishment. It's memory, culture, and profound comfort. And nothing brings that alive quite like a little spice, a dash of red chili pepper, a fiery stew, a kick of heat. It's tradition, it's flavor, it's passion. But what many don't realize is that this fiery little vegetable may be lighting a slow-burning fuse inside your chest. Red chili peppers, especially the hotter, more concentrated varieties, trigger a cascade of reactions in your body. They powerfully stimulate your nervous system, raise adrenaline levels, and significantly increase your heart rate. For a younger, healthy person, this might not pose a problem. But after age 60, when arteries are naturally more rigid and the heart is more sensitive, this extra stimulation becomes genuinely dangerous. I've seen older patients come into my clinic experiencing heart palpitations, chest tightness, or alarming spikes in blood pressure, often after a particularly spicy meal. Yet, they never once suspected the culprit was the innocent-looking pepper dot. The problem isn't just the sensation of heat, it's your body's stress response. Your blood vessels constrict, blood pressure surges. And if you already have underlying heart disease or hypertension, that one spicy meal can tragically push your heart into a dangerous rhythm or even trigger a cardiac event. Over time, frequent consumption of hot chili peppers can lead to chronic inflammation in your vascular system, gradually wearing down the very pathways your heart relies on to keep you alive and thriving. Now, I'm not suggesting you need to live a life devoid of flavor, but you don't need fire to make food delicious. Mild herbs like rosemary and thyme, the aromatic depth of garlic in moderation, the warmth of ginger, and the bright zest of citrus can bring your meals vibrantly alive without taxing your precious heart. Listen to your body. The foods you crave may bring comfort, but comfort should never come at the cost of cardiac stress. And if spicy foods are silently harming your heart, what about something that's universally praised for healing, but when eaten raw can turn dangerously fast? You may be genuinely surprised by the next one. 4. Raw garlic. When nature's medicine turns against your heart, garlic has undeniably earned its revered place in the world of natural healing. For centuries, it's been lauded for its ability to lower cholesterol, thin the blood, and robustly support heart health. Many seniors trust it deeply, often adding raw cloves to their meals or even swallowing them whole like a daily supplement. And while garlic can indeed be powerful, that same power, when misused, can quietly become poison. What most people don't realize is that raw garlic is a potent blood thinner on its own. When combined with certain heart medications, especially anticoagulants like warfarin or even common aspirin, it can dangerously amplify their effects. This means your blood may become too thin, dramatically increasing the risk of internal bleeding, severe bruising, and in some cases, life-threatening hemorrhages. I've treated patients who experienced nosebleeds that wouldn't stop, alarming black stools, or sudden unexplained drops in blood pressure, all while firmly believing they were being healthy by consuming raw garlic. But it's not just about bleeding. Garlic, when eaten in large raw quantities, can also lower blood pressure abruptly. For someone already taking medication for hypertension, this can cause dizziness, extreme fatigue, or even fainting. At a certain point, if blood pressure drops too low, your heart doesn't receive the blood flow it desperately needs, and that's where real, lasting damage begins. The frustrating part is the irony. It feels like you're doing everything right. You're not eating junk food. You're not being careless. You're simply trusting in a remedy that has been celebrated for generations. The truth is, even natural foods have their limits, and after 60, your body's response to both food and medicine fundamentally changes. The best health decisions are made not just from tradition, but from a profound understanding of your unique physiology now. If you love garlic, by all means, use it cooked and in moderation. But always, always talk to your doctor before making it a daily dose or a medicine. Now, if raw garlic can pose such a silent risk, what about something even more common, something fresh, crunchy, and often eaten raw, but might be carrying a hidden enemy you can't even see? What's lurking in that seemingly healthy sprout? Let's look closer. Point 5. Raw sprouts. The innocent crunch that could break a senior's heart. They look fresh, vibrant, and bursting with life. Raw sprouts like alfalfa, bean, or mung sprouts. They are often praised as a superfood for their satisfying crunch, their enzymes, and their clean, raw energy. For many health-conscious seniors, tossing a handful onto a sandwich or salad feels like the epitome of a healthy choice. But beneath their delicate appearance lies a hidden danger that can quietly undermine your heart and your overall health. Here's the critical issue. Sprouts grow in warm, moist environments, precisely the conditions that bacteria like E. coli, Salmonella, and Listeria absolutely thrive in, while younger adults typically recover from foodborne illnesses with discomfort. Seniors are at a significantly higher risk of severe, life-threatening consequences as we age. Our immune systems naturally weaken, and the body's ability to fight off infections becomes slower and less efficient. What might start as a mild stomachache can rapidly evolve into sepsis, severe dehydration, or even a dangerous infection of the heart lining. A serious condition called endocarditis amides treating older patients with heart conditions. I've tragically seen how something as seemingly harmless as a contaminated sprout led to prolonged hospitalizations, irregular heart rhythms, or a severe worsening of existing congestive heart failure. The body simply cannot effectively heal the heart when it's simultaneously battling a fierce infection. And these infections often go unnoticed or misdiagnosed until it's far too late. The irony is heartbreaking. You strive to eat fresh, eat green, eat clean, only to be harmed by the very foods meant to nourish you. That's why raw sprouts should never be taken lightly. If you absolutely must enjoy them, cook them first. Quick saute or a brief steam can effectively kill harmful bacteria while preserving most of their flavor and nutrition. In the journey to protect your heart, it's not just what you eat, but how you eat it, and crucially, how your body now, not 20 years ago, is able to handle it. And if a sprout can harbor such risk, what about vegetables that aren't dangerous on their own, but become harmful when paired with common heart medications? What's next might be sitting on your plate tonight. So what should seniors eat to truly protect the heart? After learning which vegetables may silently harm your heart, you might be wondering, what can I eat? What foods actually help my heart heal, strengthen, and thrive after 60? The answer isn't found in trendy diets or miraculous obscure ingredients. It's found in real, whole vegetables that genuinely support your aging heart's unique needs. Foods that reduce inflammation, help balance blood pressure, deeply nourish blood vessels, and most importantly, work in perfect harmony with your medications instead of against them. Consider these excellent choices: steamed broccoli gently roasted, carrot sautéed, kale baked, sweet potatoes cooked, tomato chard. Healthy legumes like lentils and green beans. These foods are incredibly rich in antioxidants, potassium, fiber, and beneficial plant compounds that actively protect your arteries and significantly lower the strain on your heart. Unlike raw sprouts or overly salty pickles, these vegetables are kind to your body, easy to digest, and support stable blood sugar and pressure levels. After 60, your heart doesn't need extreme diets. It needs consistency, balance, and foods that truly love you back. I've watched patients completely turn their heart health around, not through medication alone, but by thoughtfully building a plate that's simple, warm, and deeply healing. A cup of lightly steamed greens, a baked root vegetable, a comforting bowl of bean soup. These small choices made daily can begin to reverse years of silent damage. And if you're worried that healthy food has to be bland or boring, think again. Herbs like aromatic rosemary, golden turmeric, the subtle warmth of cooked garlic in moderation, and fresh lemon can bring your meals vibrantly alive without adding any stress to your heart. Food should nourish not just your heart, but your spirit as well. But now that you know what to eat, there's one more crucial thing you need to understand. Because even the best vegetables can't help a heart that's being sabotaged by one small but deadly habit. Let's talk about that next. A heart that still has time. Your heart has been tirelessly beating for you since the day you were born, over 2 billion times by the time you reach 60. It has never asked for anything in return, but now it's asking for your dedicated attention. Aging isn't about giving up, it's about getting wiser. And wisdom means understanding that what once worked perfectly for your younger body may no longer serve you well. The very vegetables that might have helped you in your youth could quietly harm you now if eaten incorrectly at the wrong time or alongside the wrong medications. But here's the truly good news: you are not too late. The damage isn't final. Every small conscious change you make today, what you eat, what you choose to avoid, how you move, how you rest, can begin to reverse years of silent strain. I've witnessed it firsthand. Seniors who were tired, breathless, and defeated come back with stronger pulses, clearer minds, and lighter steps. Not because they did something extreme, but because they paid attention. They listened to their bodies and they made better choices, one day at a time. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Your heart still has time, still has strength, and still has immense love to give to you, your family, and this life you've worked so hard to build. So, start today. Revisit your plate, rethink your habits, reclaim your energy. Because your next heartbeat is a precious gift, and it's absolutely yours to protect. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from You take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned from this video and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this vital journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video and found it valuable, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us as we strive to create the most helpful content. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms with a healthy, vibrant heart.